Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, July 29th, 2013. In Jamaica, changes are coming to the anti-smoking law. In Guyana, 7 maternal deaths, still no satisfactory answers. CAL to reportedly phase out government fuel subsidy. In Trinidad and Tobago, Warner condemns dirty tricks by imposters. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
The government say it's all about the food. August the 10th. Foreigners welcome to the land of oil dung. Beers and strong rum, girls hot and can done.
Tell them it's how we there. Tell them it's how we there. Tell them it's how we there. Master we all and there. Tell them it's how we there. Tell them it's how we there. Tell them it's how we there. They. When I'm drinking rum and I'm ringing iron, it's how we there. I'm beating bucket and
It's all about the food. Oil dung fest, August 10th. Lavama, I'm in the place.
it's not me, it's you give me wrong. Over there started with a case of beer. The woman tell me we have to go somewhere. When Green call me, I tell me lava here.
Hey, excuse me, if you see me smiling, that's 'cause I'm chilling on Total Caribbean Network. This your boy Wyclef Jean, man, and I'm chillin', man. Total Caribbean Network. Man, I love their style. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin, and this segment is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson is expected to announce major changes to the newly implemented smoking ban in public when he addresses Parliament on Tuesday. At a press briefing following the People's National Party's 2-day National Executive Council meeting at the University of the West Indies, General Secretary Peter Bunting said the changes are coming following a comprehensive report on the ban delivered by Ferguson. Ferguson had already indicated there would be some adjustments to the penalties, but it is also expected that penalties for smoking marijuana will also come in for some attention. The health minister has also reportedly given a commitment that the Public Health Act will be amended so that in future the regulations would require affirmative resolution of Parliament. Bunting also noted that Ferguson reported that there has been a dramatic reduction of smoking in public spaces since the implementation of the Public Health Tobacco Control Regulations on July 15th. The names may change, but the stories remain the same. An expectant mother enters hospital, often with no apparent complications. Then hours later, relatives are told that the patient has died. Accusations are made, investigations are launched, findings are revealed, recommendations are made, then silence, until the next death starts the cycle of blame and denial all over again. Nazima Ibrahim was just 19 years old when she entered the Georgetown Hospital's maternity ward on February 13th of 2000. The teen's sister-in-law, Annie Sekar, would later report that she accompanied Nazima to the ward at around 2 p.m. Sekar said she sat outside the ward until around 9 p.m. and was eventually told by a senior nurse that her sister-in-law had given birth and was fine. But Sekar was also reportedly told that Nazima's afterbirth was still in her and that staff had telephoned a doctor. The sister-in-law eventually left without being allowed to see the young mother. She returned to the maternity ward at around 6 a.m. the following day and was told to collect Nazima's belongings from the intensive care unit and return to see the baby. But Sekar said that when she entered the ICU, she observed that Nazima was breathing hard and that tubes were attached to her body. According to reports, a doctor was on duty in the maternity ward on February 13th when nurses informed him that there was an emergency. He was taken to Nazima's bed and reportedly found her in a pool of blood. The doctor reportedly then asked the nurses why they had not informed him earlier about Nazima's condition, but got no satisfactory answer. He then had Nazima rushed to the ICU where all efforts to save her failed. At the time, a senior hospital official had told reporters that the patient was already in crisis when the doctor examined her. An internal probe was conducted into Ibrahim's death. It revealed that on February 13th, an intern who had recently graduated from the University of Guyana Medical School removed the maternity patient's placenta shortly after Nazima had delivered a baby girl. This was reportedly done without consulting senior medical personnel. It was 10 years ago that 38-year-old Deborah Crawford was admitted to the New Amsterdam Hospital's maternity ward. But on October 13, 2003, the quarantine mother of two died after suffering massive hemorrhaging while delivering a full-term baby boy. The baby also died. Her mother, Miriam Crawford, filed a complaint with the Guyana Medical Council in which she claimed that her daughter had developed a diabetic condition during pregnancy and was being treated with insulin. At the time, she was attending the high-risk clinic at the New Amsterdam Hospital as well as the Skeldon Estate Clinic. The statement to the medical council said that because of the patient's condition, a medic advised that her delivery be done by cesarean section, since the diabetic condition would cause the baby to be larger than normal. It is alleged that although this information was documented on Crawford's clinic card, the gynecologist ignored this advice and induced labor. During the delivery, Crawford suffered massive hemorrhaging and her uterus was also removed. Following an investigation, the Guyana Medical Council, headed by the now deceased Dr. M.Y. Bacchus, found that the accused physician had committed gross professional misconduct. The medical council found, among other things, that the physician had been negligent and had been guilty of medical malpractice. It issued its findings in a letter to the physician dated August 4, 2006. He was subsequently struck off the register of medical practitioners. However, the accused doctor took the Guyana Medical Council to court. He alleged that he was never notified of the allegation or of the independent review the council had taken to arrive at its decision. The High Court subsequently ordered that the doctor be reinstated. In September 2006, Mrs. Miriam Crawford filed a lawsuit against the Attorney General and the physician. That matter is still before the High Court, and the patient's mother, Miriam Crawford, has since died. Caribbean Airlines is reportedly expected to begin phasing out its expensive fuel subsidy in a bid to become self-reliant. According to Sunday Express, they understand that at the start of the next fiscal year, the company will begin the process with the hope of weaning off government's subsidized fuel help over the next 3 years. And I quote, "This would inform how the company does its budget in the coming year. The company wants to move away from that reliance," a source close to the process told the paper. Asked if that could mean higher ticket prices or reduced routes, the source explained that ticket prices were expected to be stable and routes will be rationalized. And I quote, "The intent with CAL at this point is not to be profitable, but to break even and become fairly sustainable moving forward," the source said. CAL's subsidy has been criticized by regional carrier Liat, which argued recently that the subsidy has given the national airline an unfair advantage in the regional travel market. Liat was hoping to secure the same subsidy for its ATR aircraft, but the suggestion was dismissed by Finance Minister Larry Huai. CAL's subsidy also extends to its Air Jamaica aircraft. The subsidy, which is estimated at over $300 million, is part of government's expensive fuel subsidy bill. It was granted for a 3-year period at a fixed price at $50 a barrel of oil when CAL was formed in 2007. It was subsequently extended, but the pricing changed. It moved from $1.50 to $2.34 a gallon. It was on Friday that Independent Liberal Party's interim political leader, Jack Warner, first warned Chaguanas West constituents to expect dirty tricks on the eve of the July 29th by-election. Yesterday, Warner issued a news release stating a group of men wearing green t-shirts were parading through Philly City, behaving outlandishly and becoming outright nuisances to the constituents. These persons are not members of the ILP, neither are they friends of the ILP, and I totally condemn their actions, Warner said. He added that the thugs were apparently contracted to inflict harm on the communities of Chaguanas West. And I quote, "I have personally called the police to intervene in this matter, and I have asked my supporters to record the registration numbers of the vehicles used by these miscreants." Warner said the extent to which others would stoop to gain power is way below the depth of the ILP. Warner said whoever sanctioned the thuggery was leading Trinidad and Tobago towards electoral violence. He said he received pictures of the truck distributing t-shirts which were not issued by the ILP. These jerseys are of the New York brand, which has been used by the ILP. Our jerseys come from Suntan, Soleil, and 2 other brands, but certainly not York, Warner said. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
I can't believe your mom let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little wildflower.
Go faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie. Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or ColemanSubaru.com.